My. Is Star Camp being visited by a goddess? Are they all as beautiful as you? Maybe I should slap on a habit and join the mission down the road. You're in Star Camp, home of the Traveller's Dove. Now, I don't suppose you came here by accident. Ask Dove, ask to join our number. Well, I've seen fist-sized rubies, living people made of vines, and I've even seen a Jotun cry. But this is a first. Why join? The Travellers are renowned rogues, thieves, and all-around good folk. If you live in the shadows, away from the law, we're for you. You want riches? We'll help you take them. You want fame? They'll sing songs of you forever. Want adventure? Look no further. Oh, you're breaking my poor heart, Dove, just like Krilgarin. But I trust you'll come to regret your mistake. When such a time has reached you, see me again. I'll be right here. But feel free to explore the camp if you so like. I thought by the look of you that you might. I have a good feeling about you, but some feelings count less around here than they should. I'll send you to the camp's leader, Krilgarin. She'll get you on your way.
The dust of the road rises to meet you, Wanderer. Welcome to Star Camp. We are many things, but what the Travelers are to most are thieves. We follow our own way. You are young among our number. I would not color your perceptions of the Hierophant with my own. This place has been walked by many, and this copse was hallowed ground once. We maintain it. When others feared to even speak to Fae, Grim came and introduced me to the Travelers. Ever since, a more stalwart ally I cannot think of. I am Krilgarin. I am unfamiliar with the title the Knave of Coins. But as I understand, it grants me responsibility for this camp and its travelers. I know the lands and shadows and winding paths the travelers use. I heed no law or creed of property. For that, I am given leadership. Then Grim has appraised you and found you of worth. But there is another you must appease, our guide, the anonymous Hierophant. Go to the Hierophant shrine in our camp and pray, as all travelers must. We have many freedoms and one chain. A traveler lives by his or her hands and guile. You must do the same. Trader Haydn sells items to supplement these skills if you need. Travelers have clever hands, but they are useless without the Hierophant, whose eyes guide us, a gift upon which we've come to rely. To receive the Hierophant's visions, we are commanded to pray at their shrines, and there are many who readily comply. May the wind be at your back.
What prays before me? An eddy in the river of fate, a cacophony in the song of Amalur. Your presence is unnerving, but you have come and prayed, and honored our creeds. You wish to make yourself a traveler? Then ask me for my portents. For true trust, for true compliance, the Hierophant must have no weakness, nor fault, nor lapse. In other words, the Hierophant must be no one. The price to admit you is great. It will take 3 treasures to balance the burden. First, there is a noble Elfwig Grilrakas staying in Dyden Hill. Steal his medallion. Then, in the nearby mission, claim the pall of the dead Saint Edric's. The last are Drog's toothpicks. We have contacted their owner, Gunnar Frode, to buy the items, but you will steal them instead. It is the rather valuable bauble of an old noble family. Rather mundane, but worth much coin to us. The daggers used by the fabled Jotun Warmaster Draug, though they were not his weapons, as the name suggests. It is the burial shroud of Saint Edric. There are many collectors of relics who hunger for these artifacts, and pay dearly for them. Yes, some final warnings. Elfwig Grilrakas is a fastidious man. He will not suffer an approach, he can see. The pall of Edric lies in his tomb, which is under many eyes. Wait until none are near before you claim it. And last, Gunnar Frode is shifty. He will not have the daggers on him or near him. Be warned.
What's that? Stupid bloody peasants. Elfwig Grilrakas will not suffer to get this sickness afflicting this town. Now be gone. Take your poisoned air and get out of my sight. It's bad enough that I'll be quarantined here. No Grillricar should ever have to deal with one as base as you. Be gone! Back, you imbecile! These robes are woven of Canerot gossamer. You won't touch them! Get away from me, you damned nuisance. I'm Alfwig Grillrigas. I don't need to put up with the likes of you.
Well, it's always nice to see a passerby. You're the traveler I'm waiting for, eh? Shall we get to business? Don't listen when people tell you that travelers only value the freedom to do what they wish. They also value what's in your pocket and whatever else they can take from you. And that includes stripping your shirt from your back. Run by the travelers, bunch of damn thieves. Lost nearly everything while dicing to them. Our house is leasing me this shirt for 1/3 of my wages, and it's got holes in it. The Worms know talent when they see it. I practically run this lodge for them. Oh, and while I'm thinking of it, stay away from the Star Camp up the road if you can. Yes, I was recently contacted by Star Camp about selling the daggers, which I acquired at considerable risk and expense. So I think it's fair that I change the deal. I want to be paid in full up front. Then I'll notify you where the daggers can be recovered. That said, you can pay me now, and this can all be over with. I suppose you're right. I'd rather not get on the bad side of the travelers. I can part with the daggers for half of what I was originally asking. Then you might be surprised to know that I'm not giving you Drog's toothpicks. And before you think to try and rob me of them, know that the daggers aren't here. They're hidden, safely in the She. To find it, you'll need the map locked in my strongbox, the key to which is safely in my pocket. So, you get your coin, and don't return until you do. Is that so? Then I don't suppose I'm going to tell you how to get Drog's toothpicks after all. Then you might be surprised to know that I'm not giving you Drog's toothpicks. Wait, what is this? You're actually paying? I mean, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. I've hid the daggers in the She. There's a map in the strongbox upstairs that will lead you to it. This key will get you the map. Hidden in the She. The key you bought off me unlocks my chest upstairs. In there's the map that will lead you to the daggers. As far as traders go, the brothers Vorm aren't very shrewd. They are, however, an insightful pair.
You have completed the task that the Hierophant set out for you, as all travelers are expected to. Well done. What I invite you to join is not a fraternity, not a guild. It is a family, a race, a bastion for those of like mind and talents. All travelers are now your kin, and you theirs. Now, the Hierophant is called for you to serve again. The seer demands, so you must answer. You have completed the task that the Hierophant set out for you, as all travelers are expected to. Well done. What I invite you to join is not a fraternity, not a guild. It is a family, a race, a bastion for those of like mind and talents. All travelers are now your kin, and you theirs. Now, the Hierophant is called for you to serve again. The seer demands, so you must answer. The next task is unique. It involves stealing from one of my kind, Amateur, Lord of the Hunt, fallen member of the Courts of Summer. This is what I can tell you of the task. Pray at the Hierophant Shrine and receive their blessed wisdom. I know of him. He is the Lord of the Chase, a member of the Court of Summer once, a fae of some import. But his title is a thing of artifice, nothing more. We shall show him and the Summer Court that such pomp is meaningless. You must go to the Hierophant Shrine and pray. Only then will you be awarded the knowledge you need to continue.
So, you've come to me again, Shade. So competent you were in your last mission that I've prepared another for you. You will steal Buru's boots from Amateur, Lord of the Hunt, once member of the Court of Summer. They are ancient things, a rare item to be so treasured among the Fae. Though their enchantments work only for the Fae, they are still highly prized. There has not been word of the Lord of the Hunt for some time. When I scry for him, I only see portents of his herald, Ergaze. The road to the boots lies through her. You must seek her out in the She and learn where to find Amateur in the boots. I am the Hierophant. I am never wrong, and I am always serious. Bite your tongue, or leave the travelers. Fates have shown that the road to the boots leads not to Amateur, but his herald Airgaze. Most curious. Find her in the She. She will lead you to Amateur in the boots.
Greetings to you, traveler. I had hoped I would meet one of your kind in these woods. You seek to rob the Lord of the Hunt Amateur. I wish to see the boots taken from my master as well, but I do not have them. I can only reveal their location to you. These were the darkest woods, the oldest and purest, with the humans to the west and the Alfar to the east. It is the last of the old places we Fae have left. He was the Lord of the Chase, a member of the Court of Summer. Of greater Fae, I know few. Of greater tragedy, I know little. I am the herald of the Lord of the Hunt Amateur. I once sang of his accolades and applauded his triumphs, but no more. To find them, you must find Amateur, the Lord of the Hunt, the one whom I herald. But this is not merely a matter of an owner and his possession. The Lord of the Hunt has secluded himself in Arduith because the boots carry a terrible curse. Amateur is the Hunt incarnate, and the boots enhance his natural abilities. They make him undetectable. He stalks unseen and unheard until he strikes. But the boots urge him to hunt, to take blood and life. His mind is like the feral beasts. He views all creation as his prey. And so he locked himself in Arduith to protect all from his madness. Entering Arduith, and he will hunt you as well. No, though I yearn to see my master restored, the curse is too pervasive, and he would wish death on himself for how he has fallen. But in that death, there is a blessing, for he might rise again sometime, and restore the hunt, and free himself from this indignity. I would warn you that to go to Arduith is to go to your death. But if you must obtain those boots, then you must go. Be wary. Amateur was once one of the Summer Court. He embodied nature's drive to hunt. Then he found Buru's boots. For a time, they seemed like a blessing, a natural extension of his own prowess. And then he fell. And as his herald, I too fell, now forced to remember his greatness. What you say is true. With it, I had as much faith and prowess, but you faced the greatest hunter these Phalans once knew. But he has fallen far now. There is a chance you might take him, and such might be a blessing, rather than see Amateur suffer this curse any longer. I hope you might lay the hunting lord to rest. There lies the only way to claim the boots. Now go to Arduith and be wary. He has stalked the forests and the plains and deserts of our realm for all seasons. He is the spirit of the Hunt incarnate, or so it was thought. But the long winter came. Magic has been erratic amongst Fae kind. Amateur began losing his abilities. He felt withered. My master saw what he was becoming because of the boots, and with one lucid thought, he sealed himself in Arduith. There, he might not bring others to harm. They are with Amateur in Arduith on the edge of the She. The Hollow serves as a prison for Amateur, but it is also his killing field. Even if you guard yourself, it may become your tomb. Go, now!
Who enters here? This is a sealed place, interloper, and you must leave before I spill your blood. It is too late. The hunger grows and roars within me. I must hunt. I will hunt you, mortal, until you can run no more. This is a cell of my own choosing. It is the hollow where I first awoke. It is my den. They are my grounds. The hunger drove me here, where I can be alone. But for the beasts that wander in, and you, I was once. The Court of Summer held me to be the champion of chases, a master of stalking the woods of our realms. But with the boots, I have transcended. I am not the lord of the hunt. I am the hunt.
No, I will not. These are mine and mine alone, mortal. Do you think I would give them freely? Come into my den, and we will see just how powerful the enchantments in these boots are. That is a mighty oath coming from a fragile mortal. I was just planning to slit your throat. Perhaps that is too hasty. Maybe I'll cut out your heart. Oh, there are so many choices. I cannot wait any longer. Come into my den, and we shall see who will die this day. They are a blessing, and they demand sacrifice. Now step into my den, little mortal. It is time my hungers were fed. I know. I had only wished to combat the waning of strength that the summer fae are experiencing. But then the magics began ensnaring my mind. It is too late for me. But you might take this. May it help protect you from my hunger. For blood. Enough talk. Come into my den, little mortal. Your blood shall be mine.
The boots do not seem to have weathered the separation from their master well. Still they are in hand as ordered. The Hierophant is pleased to have a thief like you in their service. It brings us power. There is a new task, but this one comes from me. Grim Onwig has not returned from a mission of his. I fear that he may have been captured. You must find Grim and return him to us. From what I've seen of your work, you have the best chance of anyone in camp. Grim is a close ally and a talented traveler. His safe return is your top priority. The Hierophant ordained him to steal an ancient book called the Missives of Sable from a stronghold held by Jotun. It seemed a relatively easy task. Jotun have no need of books after all. They are fiercely territorial, however. He was to go to Owen's stand in Lorca Rain. I have no doubt that you will find him there. And you must hurry to him. Once crossed, his captors will not take long before they decide to deal with him. Be careful. There is something unnatural at work here. Grim was to steal a tome called the Missives of Sable from a troop of Jotun in Owen's stand. Grim is more than talented enough to deal with some Jotun. I fear something else may have transpired. I want you to go and discover what exactly. When you became a part of the Travelers, Grim became as your kin, a bond that cannot be shirked through disinterest. You must go to Owen's stand in Lorca Rain. That was where Grim's mission had taken him. But be warned, something is not right about this.
It's... Dove, it's you! Good on Cruel Garen to send you. I was worried the Hierophant might get away after all. Oh, you mean the beloved guide of the Travellers? More like the pompous despot what got me locked in here. The Hierophant's will is what got me locked in here. I'd love to tell you more after you get me out. Gnomes always seem friendly enough, but these Praetorians ain't messing around. They'll kill anyone that gets in their way. It must be something to do with this book. It's got to be something important, like getting me out of here. Managed to get into a pretty good spot here. Ain't getting gutted just yet, so I'd be obliged to get me out before that comes. I was set up. The Hierophant sent me here to steal an old book, the Missives of Sable, from some Jotun. Sounded easy enough, but I was ambushed by a troop of gnomish Praetorians searching for the missives. They want that book, Dove, and they'll kill both of us for interfering. Steal the cell key, or pick the lock and get my tools, and I can sneak out. Or you could beat the gnomes to the missives and bargain our way to freedom. It's an assortment of tools I use when I pull jobs. No good traveller steals his living without the tools of the trade. Since these gnomes are on such high alert, I'll need them tools to escape from here, if I'm to have a head at the end of this. Well, it's what everyone here came for, isn't it? Some bloody old tome. But it must be real valuable to cause all this. Thing is, neither the gnomes or I got it, which means it's deeper in the stronghold, with the Jotun. Find it, and we can buy our way out. I can't just walk out, so you'll have to recover my tools, bust the lock, or steal the key to open the cell. Or, if you can get to the Missives of Sable, the book both the gnomes and I came for, you could bargain our way to freedom. Looks like you got my tools, but that's useless with this door still in the way. Oh, I thought Fine, keep the potions. Just let me have one for myself. Beats dying in here. You still gotta get this cell opened. You can do that if you have the key, or else you've gotta pick the lock. Picking the lock's your best bet. If you have the Centurion's key, you can just unlock the door. My thanks for that, Dove. But either you get this open, or I'll have to shed a few dozen pounds in order to get out of here. You freed me, Dove, and that's not a debt I'll be misremembering any day soon. And I won't let the Hierophant forget either. I'm going underground for a bit, but I'll see you before too long. Count on it. Oh, and be a Dove and tell Krulgerin I'm out. Here's a good on you.
Another traveller? This place is lousy with your kind. If you think you'll get any better than that one in the cell, wait a moment. You have the sacred text. Surrender it to me at once. I've no interest in your meaningless chatter. It is not your concern. That will suffice. The other traveller. The fool blundered in as though we were nothing but dumb animals. We quickly showed him what he was up against. Give the missives to me, and you can have whatever it is that you wish. The thief is free to go as promised. You may have the key to his cell. Now both of you get out of here.
Dove, I don't know how long these known Praetorians will be keen on keeping me alive. Are you close to freeing me? Then what are you talking to me for? If you can free me, then free me! I hate giving those damn Praetorians what they want, but it was the only real way, weren't it? It's all the fault of the damned Hierophant. But now that I'm free, we'll just see how much our dear leader will regret leading me to this cell. I'm making myself scarce, Dove, and you best do the same. But I'll be seeing you before too long. Count on it. Hurry.
You have freed Grim. That was well done of you. I heard that he is now on a mission of his own, but I know not where. I wish him well. But his accusations of the Hierophant's betrayal are disconcerting. Would the Hierophant truly go so far to quell one voice of dissension? Your jobs here are finished. It is time you go to Moon Camp in the plains of Arethel. The leader of that camp, Irian Tal, will have work waiting. Moon Camp is a traveler's base in the plains of Arethel. There is much opportunity there for a thief of your caliber. You must away from these woods, through the plains of Arethel. Nestled on the coast is Moon Camp.
What is this specimen before me? I can only think that you were the skilled one the Hierophant said I was to expect. If only you had come sooner, then you might have helped to keep my mare's heart here. It takes a brave sort to be a traveler. We've all left something behind, or made the sacrifices we had to, or had nowhere else to turn. But more than that, a traveler needs presence. We need to command attention, to perform under spotlight, even from the shadows. There is nothing I can say to describe how I pine for her. Would that I be sundered like the Rathir battlefield, that I could escape this anguish. May the Hierophant's gaze find my wife, for what a wretch I have become. I am more like a king of ants than anything else. Oh, nothing I should be bothering you with. After all you've accomplished in Star Camp, what's so special about a broken-hearted Alpha? I should tell you more about what mission you're to be. Oh, you must give me a moment. Mare, my poor, lovely mare. My Queen of Cups, the once joint leader of Moon Camp, my wife. Happy we were in the years we were wed, yet sad we were in the hours. She was of a noble family, and I their jester. We fell in love, eloped, and joined the only ones who did not shun our love, the travelers. But of late, the stress of this life has finally taken its toll. She left me, and this camp, to seek refuge in the Temple of Lyria. I'm in no state to be aiding you right now. I should be alone. I still need some time. Very well. Go to the Hierophant Shrine and pray. There you will receive portents of the next mission from our Grand Leader. You're right. The show must go on. Visit the Shrine of the Hierophant, and you shall receive portents of your mission. You must pray at the Hierophant Shrine. There you will divine the targets of your theft. The Hierophant directs all of the travelers, a director of our queues and exits, of our motivations and actions. It is well known that the Hierophant commands us because of a vision of the work from start to end, a prophecy to tell us what to steal.
Is there a petition before me? Ah, yes, but it is strange. You seem cloaked in shadow, hidden from my gaze. Ah, it is you, Shade. We are far from the woods of Dalentarth. I see you are eager to serve your guide. Yes, and come far from Starcamp. Mooncamp is a home to true travelers, faithful and talented. I have seen the items which you must steal. The Chalice of Forced Vintage from the lower city, and the Signet Ring of Wyvern Gift from the upper city. And lastly, you must steal the Cowl of the Maiden from the Temple of Lyria. These treasures are my blessing to this camp. The Chalice of Forced Vintage is said to take any liquid poured into it and transform it into fine wine. It is currently in possession of a peddler named Weinrich in Rathir's Seafoam Tavern. Relieve it of him. It is the signet ring of the Wyvern Gifts, one of the great houses of Rathir. The Patriarch Ebsel is a social man. You will have to take the ring from him away from prying eyes. The Cowl of the Maiden is a ceremonial cowl belonging to the Temple of Lyria. It is only worn on solemn occasions of the lunar eclipse. I fear that you are not its only predator. Mayor Ganon seeks the cowl as well. You are not the only thief that is pursuing the Cowl of the Maiden. There is also Mayor Ganon, formerly of Mooncamp. The calamities of Irian's and Mayor's relationships are not unknown to me. Resolve them and you may have an easier time. Be mindful of your tone. I am the Hierophant, and it is through me that you earn your coin and living. Give me no cause to anger. I have seen the items which you must steal. The Chalice of Forced Vintage from the lower city, and the Signet Ring of Wyvern Gift from the upper city. And lastly, you must steal the Cowl of the Maiden from the Temple of Lyria. I give you these treasures as my blessing.
Well, hello there, stranger. Grab a mug and have a drink if you want. I don't own the place, but I know the drink is good. After all, I brought it here. I've been a wine merchant for several years, sailing up and down the coast to find the best vintages. But I don't need to do that anymore, now that I've got the chalice. The city has seen better times, and it's been frantic here ever since the war touched down in Tawili. But I love it all the same. Isn't it a grand thing? Takes whatever swill I want and turns it into the sweetest summer wine. I'll be the richest wine merchant in Rathir. I was wondering when word would get out that I had the bauble. Just recently came to it. But I'm afraid I can't give it over, stranger. It's not for sale.
Why, hello, young lady. On behalf of myself, my wife and my daughter, I welcome you to the Spire Top and all that House Wyvern Gift can offer. You mean the song of my heart? She's the sweetest thing. Though I worry her mother coddles her some. It is peculiar, I confess, that we kept my name, but the Wyverns are a very old family, and all agreed it was best if it were joined with Give. Atop the spire you will find the two preeminent great houses, Anwan and our own. You will also find the Scholia Arcana, the Orbicant, and the Temple of Lyria. I am a spiritual man myself and visit the temple gardens daily. The High Priestess offers blessings, counsel, and fate-weaving. Why, it is a school where mages are trained. The gifted come from far and wide to study there. The Orbicant is our ruling council. Its members are shrouded except the Elund, who speaks for them. You must forgive my lady Tanra if she sometimes speaks out of temper. It's been very hard for her. You see, some of the great houses have been slower to accept her than basic civility demands they should. I'm the Patriarch of the Wyvern Gift Great House. Show the proper respect. Are you serious? You must have had one too many ales, rat. Stay away from me. Very good, then.
Yeah? What are you doing here? I don't suppose you're becoming a child of Lyria. They break away from all the rules, the trappings, and be themselves. I remember that was why I first joined. I've taken orders before, but a commander ought to at least look a soldier in the eye when telling them what to do. But the Hierophant doesn't do that. The orders just come in secret and no one takes responsibility for them. A damn fool idea, if you ask me. It
I spent my life growing up in the upper city of Rithia, so you might not understand, but I love that camp. There's always colors and dancing and music. I feel free there. It's hard to be apart from it. Stupid Irian. I'm not the queen of anything now, and I'm not keen to do any talking. The damned fool, all the work I do for him in camp, all the sacrifices I've made to be with him, he's ignored it all. He made a little mistake, but that's the last one. I won't wait around until he forgets me entirely. Illyria, you think you might want to speak a little more quietly? I don't need anyone here getting wise to me. And let me guess, you're a traveler and you've been called to seal the cowl of the maiden. Well, I beat you to it. Cowl's mine. Really? You think you can just order me to give it to you? This temple is full of witnesses who think I'm just another holy daughter of Lyria. Try anything and they'll have you in a noose. Now, go calm down. Aye, that's something I can respect. Here, take the rag and I'll take the money. Ha! I wasn't born under the sign of the idiot. Don't think such an uncharismatic appeal will work. I guess you're right. Irian has a flair for the melodramatic, sure, but I know he's taken my loss hard. It seems I can't get away from the travelers. They really are my life. Fine, take the cowl. I'm headed back to Moon Camp. Farewell.
Then the task is completed. I had hoped Mare might return, but it is not. Take this ring. As a reward. I've no need for it. She is not coming back. I shall be resolute. I will persevere. I know I shall. Now, for your part, the Hierophant has ordained another theft. Will you take part? You've stolen the items, and my fair maiden's heart back as well. For saving my marriage, take this ring. My vows lie in my heart now. With these, you take another step closer to becoming a master thief. May the Hierophant watch over your every step. That said, there is another job at hand. Would you like to accept it? You were specifically requested to perform it, along with a traveler of Moon Camp named Phasma Hume. Yes, the Hierophant was adamant that you and Phasma, but Phasma is no faithful. Why would we support a blasphemer? Go and pray before the Hierophant. There you will find your next task.
You have come. Good. Now that you are ready to continue, I know what must be done. You and Phasma Hume are to steal the amulet of Rithin. The unbeliever has been attentive for once. He is eager to prove himself, so he will help you on this mission. The amulet is the object I want you to steal. That is the only information you require. Rithin is a labyrinth of curious make. You will work with another traveler, Phasma Hume, to navigate its depths. Phasma does not take his worship of the Hierophant to heart-shade. He will learn the need for respect during this job. This is my command. I am the authority here. I am the provider. Without me, you are nothing. So take heed. Rithin is a labyrinth of curious make. Phasma Hume will do this job with you. Like you, Phasma does not respect me, but I think you will both soon learn to heed my portents.
So you got all that right? The Hierophant is sending us to Rithin. I always took the Hierophant for a horned beast, telling thieves what to steal, telling the free to worship. Some leader. I came here looking to get away from orders, but it seems you travellers follow commands like everyone else. I left a life of luxury behind to become one of the travellers of legend, like Spinning Tom or even Mare and Irian in the old days. I left the law and rules and trappings when I joined up, only to be saddled with a new seer. More like a new overseer. Right, here I am, jabbering like a thrice-damned malt worm. Or the Hierophant, take your pick. You go to Rithin by the main entrance. I'll take another path, and I'll meet you in there. A great traveller's name is on the lips of every tavern maid given enough time. They're the ones with true legacy. Place is ghostly, dankish and strange. All of Tewilly was scarred by the war. But now, the tower's full of deserters. Mooncamp is fine. I mean, it seems all the travellers would rather rob a noblewoman's rouge than her purse. But I'm not judging. The leadership here does lap up the words of the Hierophant, though, like a bunch of mangy curs looking for a morsel. Mare's got the skill of a master thief, anyone can see that. If only she didn't dote on that worm-mouthed Hierophant. Now that she's back with a piss-poor husband, I guess she'll be the same as she ever was. Wretched sod. Even with his lover here, he cares more for dances and plays than thievery. Puts a man off his ale. Heard about that, did you? It seems it was starting to be recognized if the Hierophant asked for us to steal it. Ain't ashamed to say I figured our guy to be nothing but a barrel-gated loggerhead. But maybe they'll do right by me this time. Well, guess I'm getting my full plate of orders today, between you and the bepoxed Hierophant. Look, this is my chance to shine, even if you're proved already. I'll meet you in Rithen. Let's begin. So, you made it. Remember, there's more than just your reputation on the line. I hope you're ready. Right. Looks like there's a lever on my side. Looks like it opens something on your side. Made it through fine, I see. Time to return the favor. The way forward is blocked. Can you see a lever on your side? I think you're up again. Is there anything on your side?
Well, ain't this a sight to take in? My own little dove, all grown up and robbing this place with no care for want nor cause. Took a bit of doing to track you and poor Phasma down here, but when I heard what job you were on, I had to find you. The Hierophant had it in for me. Meant to see me on a noose for not being a quiet little servant. So I left the Travellers. I guess as long as I got a message, it didn't matter if I was dead or not. Hierophant's mistake. I had to learn what I could of the Hierophant, and that all brought me here, to you. I've been off in the dark for a while, Dove, and I'm sorry for that, after all you did for me in own stand. But I had to go underground. I had to do a little digging, and I found a bit, Dove. I found quite a bit. I told you the Hierophant set me up. Well, just in case you had any doubts, the Hierophant set you and Phasma up here. Think, Dove. True, Phasma ran his mouth about the Hierophant, but you're a separate case. Boy, Phasma's a good enough traveller who bucked at the Hierophant's yoke, just like me. I did some digging. The Hierophant sees all, knows all, so they say. Except you, and that makes you a threat. You were both sent here because the Hierophant knew at least one of you would be cursed. So I came to help. We helped pull Phasma. I heard the job would take you to Rithen, and I learned about the amulet. This gem should be able to negate the curse. Give it to Phasma, will you? Well, no, maybe not. But Phasma does. I learned about Rithen and the amulet, and I found a gem that could negate the curse if you give it to him. Strange place, ain't it? The old captain here got fed up with the army's incompetence, so now they're in revolt. It's most likely what's behind this insurrection. Some amulet of Telogris disguised as a gift. Always check a gem for flaws, Dove. Use that gem I gave you on the amulet that cursed him. That should set him right again.
You saved me. When I was trapped in that curse, I didn't know what would happen.
But you saved me. And Grim's here. Grim Olwig? They said he was dead. You should speak to him. It looks like you're the one he came for. Keep going.
Good to see Phasma's back among the moving. Let's make sure we don't let the Hierophant get him. If you see Irian, tell him Phasma died. But on to other things. You've been running around these lands like a good traveller, Dove. But now, I have a job for you. We've all tasted the Hierophant's malice. Now let's make sure we return the favour. I got a plan, Dove. We're doing more than getting our revenge. We're removing the Hierophant from power to rule the Travellers no more. The Hierophant meant for me to die while stealing a certain book, the Missives of Sable, which was claimed by the gnomes after we left. I can think of no better weapon for my revenge. But the gnomes have hidden it away. I need you to steal the glass of ambient to help us locate it. It's unlucky, Dove, but it's your lot. The Hierophant sees all, knows all, except for you. It's an ancient bit of Irathi magic. It's older than these lands. Or even older than the Fae, I reckon. With the right thought, it shows the object of one's desire, if it be a familiar thing. Meaning we can use it to find the missives once more. Look, Dove, the Hierophant don't know we're alive, and when we're found out, we'll be in danger again. But it's worse than that. The Hierophant's not just getting rid of dissidents, they're keeping the Travellers untalented, and thus dependent. In time, the travellers will be nothing more than suckling babes, dependent on the Hierophant for survival. It's in an old Irathi ruin to the south, called the Blackened Hall. Between you and the glass is an army of demons and 3 trials. To bypass the trials, I left you a gift at the dungeon's entrance. Buru's boots. Those, along with the amulet you and Phasma stole, should help. The glass is powerful, Dove, and well guarded. But you're the only one who walks free of the Hierophant's gaze. It's all up to you. There's the Isle of Flame, where any who aren't quick on their feet will burn. Use Buru's boots to tread safely through them. Then there's the Dark Maze, a labyrinth of hidden paths. You'll just have to find a way through, Dove. Lastly is the Guardian. They say it's a demon that can't be killed. But if you use the Rhythm Amulet, you can curse it like Phasma was. An Iskaru, Dove. Legends say she fooled the king of Blackened Hall, slipped in and took it right over. Thought you might need to rely on a bit more than your odd luck on this one, Dove. So I got you Buru's boots and the Amulet of Rhythm. I meant to get the Master's pick as well, but sometimes, Dove, you have to make do with your own hen's eggs. Now, use them as you wish, but they ain't got much magic left in them, so be warned, they won't last you forever. The story goes that they're drawn to the glass like thieves to a jewel. Wouldn't doubt it. The hall is a strange place by all accounts. Supposedly, they thought the glass could help them see, but the Guardian will let nothing near. Nasty bit of ruin from what I heard. Legend says an old king reigned there with his wife. Wonderful too, I reckon. Halls of flame, magical mazes, but it's a bad ending. His wife was a monster all along. And by monster, I mean demon. So the story goes, at any rate. Will take a thief of good class to break in, and I think you're just the fit, Dove. It's in the Blackened Hall. Place has a nasty reputation of being, well, a death sentence. The trials within aren't insurmountable. I nabbed a few familiar items to help you with them. Buru's boots and the Amulet of Rhythm. You've got your work cut out for you, Dove, and I've mine to do as well. Let's get moving. I can wait, Dove. This is a bit to swallow, I know. I know the feeling all too well. But this was meant to be your last mission. Going back to Moon Camp won't get you anywhere now. I'll be here when you're ready to take this fight to the Hierophant. That's the glass of ambient then. Nicely done. And it says the missives are... very interesting. I'm saving that for another time. Now there's one piece of this puzzle missing. We need to find out who the Hierophant is. And to do that, we part ways, for now. Your path lies in Sun Camp, to the south. Lay low, take some jobs, and we'll end this soon enough. Not like here, Dove. The heat's enough to kill the smile on a traveller, and there's not a lot of shade. Inconspicuous. The Hierophant's still watching, and will learn that you survived, but not that you suspect anything. While you're there, speak with camp's leader, Arjine, and get some work. Hopefully, it will distract the Hierophant. I'll find you soon enough. She's quite a harsh one, but mostly harmless. I blame it on the sand what's out there in Datir.
So, we have a new arrival in Sun Camp. I have heard tell of a traveler, a true thief with skills in metal. I assume that is you. Your arrival is a blessing of the Hierophants. I hope it will distract my camp from these idiotic rumors of Grim Onwig and his crusade. We are not the rabble that many take us for, nor the beggars we are soon to be. I hold such judgments in contempt. We have our own life in this desert. The travelers of my camp are profitable, orderly, and obedient, all without walls and gates. Go to Whitestone and see for yourself. Are those people any happier? Pfft, they're miserable. You would do well to not question those higher than yourself, child. And the Hierophant is not one to be questioned by anyone. From the Hierophant we are given prophecies, portents. The travelers are blind, but the Hierophant sees clearly and leads them to prosperity. Sun Camp is under my authority by the blessed ordination of the Hierophant. We mainly subsist on trade from the city of Edessa. Yes, he wishes to change countless years of tradition because of a misplaced personal grudge, apparently. That can't end well. Very well. There are enough travelers in this camp speaking of this grim Onwig. We must show that the work still waits. You are versed in our order, and we esteem the blessed Hierophant highly here. Go to the shrine in camp and pray if you wish for work. A poorly made joke, surely. You must pray before the shrine of the Hierophant. Blessed be the all-seeing eyes of our guide. So the Shade has come to Sun Camp. I have seen what happened to Phasmer, such a tragedy. Lucky that you escaped it. I am reminded of a desert parable. An eagle, proud and fierce, was told that none could fly higher than the sun, and that the sun saw all. The eagle took flight with its great wings to block out the sun's light. It could not blot all the light, but it always cast its prey in shadow. You mean who is the eagle, who is the sun, and who is the prey? The lessons of parables lay in the mind of the listener. But you have come. I will have need of such obedience, from what is being said of grim Onwig and his pathetic plans. The travelers will learn who provides for them and who should occupy their thoughts, and your work will be the conduit for this message. Whereas you stole many treasures earlier, you steal one now. The Master's Pick. It is said to open any lock. I have seen the pick in a small jewelry box on the personage of Elorin Create. Find her in the Odessa laboratories. It is an artifact of great power, sought after by all thieves and rogues, for it is said that no lock may withstand its magics. There is some form of confusion around this item. It was on Elorin, but it is unclear if something has occurred. Strike quickly. There is some manner of uncertainty at work here. Yes, we are beyond that point, aren't we? And having made it all the way to here, you've made quite a journey. You speak to me rudely and that will end. I will have your obedience, from what is being said of grim Onwig and his pathetic plans. Now, you hunger for work. Shall we begin? Very well. Your assignment is to steal the Master's Pick. It is said to open any lock. I have seen the pick in a small jewelry box on the personage of Elorin Create. Find her in the Odessa laboratories.
Damn bloody fool thing, Elorin. Oh, did not see you there, stranger. We conduct experiments within and without the city, as well as aggregate the information collected therein. I've given my life to interpreting the results from our experiments and learning how it can be used by the Basilica Nostra. It's my duty, my role. It is by far the most important location in the Feylands. It houses the summation of gnomish knowledge, culture, and progress. What? What the devil are you talking about? I don't have any sort of... did you say Master's Pick? Just about the only possession I had that was wholly my own. Isn't even mine any... Oh, now why am I telling you this? Leave me. It will be very hard, I assure you, but I'll try my best. Coins? That certainly does put matters into perspective. All I was saying was that I had no Master's Pick, just a strange, unopenable box, but the Praetorians confiscated it. I was to send it to a colleague of mine who's been a bit ostracized by the community. Now that box is rotting in Odessa's armory. Friendly? Yes, it has been too long since I've had a friendly, decent person to converse with. Well, I never had this Master's Pick, but I did have a strangely unopenable jewelry box until the Praetorians confiscated it. Now it's rotting in the armory, and all because they think I'm in league with someone they don't support anymore. Such a bother.
You return, box and all. Boxes are for opening, young thief. But still, this task can be held completed. Except it is not. There is no way into this box nor its contents. How can this pick be of any use to us? This note mentions Guyon Stebic. He's with Motus Mining. Break into his laboratory, find this Aravis engine, and use it to free the key then. From what I'm able to surmise, the pick was confiscated from Elorin because she was to send it to Guyon Stebic, an outcast scholar. Guyon seems to have some means at his disposal which Elorin thought could free the pick. This device called the Aravis engine. Break into Guyon's lab and you can use the device to free the pick from the box, in the Hierophant's name. Something curious at work here. The Hierophant predicted that you would steal the Master's Pick, and you come back with this. I've hated Arcia for years. Always speaking truth, always. But this job, this failure, is a fallacy. How could the Hierophant be wrong? Never mind that. There is a more pressing matter at hand. The Hierophant has another task for you. You must pray at the Hierophant shrine in camp. It is the only means of conversing to our guide. And lastly, you arrive. There is something hesitant in your step, I see. But it is not your step that concerns me. I have learned that an enemy of the Travelers is soon to meet his end. Mon Cointaker has been sentenced to execution. His is a sordid life, and his will be a fitting death. He was a cutthroat, a brigand, a highwayman, and former traveler. He left my flock when we would not serve his gruesome tastes, and with his bloody ways he amassed a great fortune coveted by many. It would be if he was not a monster and a cutthroat, but despite this, Mon has amassed a sizable hoard before his arrest. He has cost the Travelers dearly many times, and sullied our name with his murders. Let the Travelers see the price of those that cross me. He is being held in Convict's Cavern in Apatir. He will give you the key to his hoard. This I have foreseen. Nor should you. He is a crude and loathsome killer who cost Sun Camp dearly. But the fortune he amassed will be proper recompense for his slights against us. Go to Convict's Cavern and find his cell. He will give you a key to his hoard, which you will recover. This I have foreseen.
Well, looks like one of Arjin's blew in here. Wonder what the guards would do if I called them over. But Mon won't do that, though it sounds a bit of fun. You are a traveler, aren't you? Suppose Sun Camp came to gloat. I can't believe I ever walked with you cowards. Can take a man's livelihood, but not his life, eh? Oh, come now, I can't be all that bad, can I? Maybe I did slit some throats. They'll still remember me as the richest son of a bitch in Apatir, who laughed in the Hierophant's face. Rats in the desert fighting over my table scraps, only now they have a shot at the whole feast. More likable than you spineless travelers, at any rate. Well, they've welded my door shut until I reach the gallows, so it's yours. But this is only part of the key you'll need. See? I'm a fair man. I gave the other pieces to the Zungars and the Dark Varis. They're looking for my treasure right now, and I don't think they'll share. This is what you scabs get for picking at Mon's bones. Claim my gold if you dare. Arjin can hold my debt fulfilled if you survive. Ah, my old stomping grounds. Would that I could see it now, filled with eager Zungars and Dark Varis, spilling their blood for my gold. It's hidden in Snaketail Grotto, but the Zungars and the Dark Varis are probably at each other's throats trying to get it. Good hunting.
Well, well. Looks like Mon managed to pull a fast one on pretty much everyone. You know, I remember a time when the Hierophant couldn't be faulted, couldn't be fallible. Guess that's just sand in the desert breeze, Dove. I've found the missives of Sable, and how to get them. I need you to steal them for me. The Hierophant's power is clearly waning, and all the Travelers will suffer for it eventually. I chose this path because of vengeance. I was wrong. It's the future of the Travelers what's at stake. Amongst Travelers was the best place to be before this Hierophant led us astray. We'll be recapturing that freedom, Dove, with that book you'll be stealing. We're close, Dove. We'll be ridding the Travelers of that problem soon enough, right after you get the missives of Sable. With a proper bit of skill, you're going where no thief of these lands has stepped foot, in the vaults beneath the Odessa Livrarium. Seems to be where the gnomes hide what they don't want found, missives included. I've arranged for Phasma to meet you there and show you the way in. He knows as much as I've told him. I'd have shown you the place myself, but after own stand, I might be recognized. Phasma's got a good head on his shoulders. He'll help you just fine. These are gnomes we're dealing with, Dove. Forget gold, wine, and power. They prize knowledge above all else. I suspect something to be in those missives that means a great deal to them. But who cares? They've got the book, and we want it. Now go. When you've got it, I'll be waiting for you with some friends in the Hospitalis quarters. I ain't exactly what you call literate, Dove, but all our fortunes lie with that tome. Yours, mine, and the Hierophant's. It's the giant ornately carved stone bloody feather in the gnome's enormous cap, that's what it is. The gnomes built a warren into that crater, and a secret one at that. The safest vault in the Phalanx, and we're robbing it. I need you to do the impossible. Break into the vaults beneath the Desser's Livrarium. For those that know of it, breaking in is a quick way to the noose. Lucky for us, you thwart death at every turn. Well, most turns if I hear things right. Meet Phasma in the Livrarium. He'll tell you the rest. I thought I wanted revenge, but now it's something more. The Hierophant's slipping, Dove. The tyranny, setting you and me up to die. The crutch the Travelers have been leaning on for years is rotting. Look at your last two jobs. Neither what the Hierophant expected or foresaw. We've got to stop our beloved seer before we're dragged down with the rest. And we're starting with you stealing the missives of Sable. I've got all the pieces lined up but you, Dove. And you're the most important. The one the Hierophant can't see. I ain't like that one, though. I won't force you into service. Speak with me when you're ready.
Glad you decided to show. Can't say I wasn't antsy with all these squirrel-headed gnomes staring me down crosswise. But let's be quick-like about this. Before you go into the vault, I've got to run you down on what's needed. They say this place is the bright center of knowledge, but there's a coldness beneath these floors, like something hidden. Been a bit since we crossed paths, hasn't it? Well, after I got free of that curse, I joined up with Grimm's crew. Ain't been some lily-liver after what happened at Rithen. I'm stronger now, faster. Better thief than I ever could have been under the Hierophant. Lot of followers with their heads in the clouds. They're not seeing things because they're too busy kissing the Hierophant's dung-covered boots. I'll show them. Egg-eating, swill-sucking, take-it-in-the-eye for a side, twig-wrenching traitor. Stew-brained wretch. Send me to die, will he? He'll get his, I swear it. Grimm learned that the gnomes enchanted the missives with a spell that lets them know its location at all times. Trilgaren came up with a solution. The Shroud of Omission. Cover the book in this shroud and the gnomes will forget it exists. Now, are you ready? This is a one-way trip. Once you're in, you'll have to find your own way out. Some old book. Don't look at me for what's in it. The value that those cursed scullions place in the missives is what concerns Grimm and I. I don't know if Trilgaren made the bloody thing or stole it, but she said it's one of a kind. Place an object under the shroud and all the world forgets it existed. Seems useless, eh? But in the right moment, it's a damned waggish bedlam. Fair enough. Wouldn't be so keen to jump into that den of Skane's mates myself. I'll be waiting here for you. Come by when you're ready. Through this floor grate here. You'll have to do what you can to keep your bearings. It's a maze down there. And be careful. There might be pint pots, but these gnomes will become vicious if they get wise to you. Right, you better go. Be quick about it. I'll distract them.
The missives of Sable. I'd like to see what these pages hold. But that needs to wait. Keep that shroud on it. The time has come. While you did this, I finally learned who the Hierophant is. Argene of Sun Camp. We're taking her down, Dove. All of us. One last plan, one last job. The biggest we'll ever pull. I know now. I've had my suspicions, and the last one has been put into place. The Hierophant is Argene of Sun Camp. I've told Argene that I know her secret, and now she's asked to meet me in the ruins beneath Sun Camp. While we're there, you're going to plant the missives on Argene, and the gnomes will have her in chains, like she would have done to me. Argene tried to hand me to the gnomes for stealing the missives of Sable, a book they value greatly. Only you saved my life. She tried to do the same to you and Phasma in Rithen. After that, we started putting my true plan in motion. I found the missives of Sable and found the Hierophant's identity. Now, we'll frame her for the crime she tried to have me killed for. Too easy for one. Even if this started with a need for vengeance, the plan's grown bigger than that. Argene's leveraged her powers to become nearly a goddess for the Travelers. We need to show them all the truth. When word spreads of the Hierophant's arrest, they'll know for certain that their faith was misplaced. Really? Really? You're asking that bloody question now? She tried to kill us, Dove, and she'll lead the Travelers right to the gallows. Now that we're all on the same page, the plan involves me meeting with Argene as a ruse. Trilgaren will then help you into the ruins. While we're doing that, Phasma will draw the gnomes to Sun Camp. You plant the missives on Argene, they cast her off, and it's over. Krilgarin will be your support. The Fae have many powers and sensitivities. I figure she'd be best suited to helping you. I doubt Argene would invite me without having some form of security. Krilgarin will help you get past them, so you can plant the missives on her. Phasma's got the tricky part. He's going to lead the gnomes to the ruins beneath Sun Camp. That way, once you plant the missives on Argene, the gnomes will move in and take her down. Dove, we're about to infiltrate the retreat of one of the most powerful clairvoyants in the Phalanx. That job never gets easier. But we've got to make a move at this point. To get into the ruins, you'll use a secret entrance through one of the graves in Sun Camp. Once you're in, find Krilgarin and she'll guide you from there. If everyone does their part, we'll see the other side of this. It seems that the Hierophant made themselves a little hideaway beneath Sun Camp. It's a monument to her abuses, her power. We'll topple that place as well as her. In an Arathi ruin beneath Sun Camp. I suppose the place is the Hierophant's retreat. I discovered it while you were in the Odessa vaults. I made you a secret entrance. One of the graves in Sun Camp will drop you right into the ruins. See you there. The meeting with Argene's a front. While I keep her occupied, you, Krilgarin and Phasma will be able to move unrestricted. Where we're going is the Hierophant's lair. It's likely got some enchanted defenses. Krilgarin will be there to help with those. Meanwhile, Phasma will lead the gnomes to the ruins. You plant the missives on Argene, and the gnomes will take her away while the world watches. Good. To keep the element of surprise, you'll be using a secret entrance to the ruins. It's one of the graves in Sun Camp. Once you're in, meet with Krilgarin. Now, we've got to move. Do your part, and hopefully we'll see the end of this job.
It is good to see you, though we have traveled far from my woods. You have recovered Grimm's book? Then the Shroud of Omission was of use. I am joyed. I do not know the value of the book itself, only that Grimm values it for what it represents. Betrayal. I admit, I am not well acquainted to this human, and the phrases he employs are strange to me. Gorebellies? What are they? Still, he engenders trust and respect from Grimm. That is enough for me. It is a piece that I was to steal when I came to the Travelers. A rare cloth, and not one easily replaced. You have lived enough of our ways to understand, perhaps. The Hierophant is the ruler of the Travelers, as you know. Where is the freedom in acquiescing to another's will? We profit from the Hierophant's wisdom, but pay for it in service. It is a high cost. I am far from its woods, and I miss it. I hope they are well outside of my presence. I've come to lend what aid to Grimm's fight that I can. I feel a duty to see him safely to the end of this.
Aye. Happy to mince words with you, but Grimm's the man with the strategy. Best talk up with him. Yeah, I suppose the Hierophant thought it proper that you have a palace. Guess it'll be her tomb instead.
At last, I can speak with Grimm's fateless ally with my true voice, and your meaningless plan is exposed. These ruins are full of travelers faithful to the Hierophant, who will kill any and all who intrude. This ends now. My powers may fluctuate around you, but they are not robbed of me. I could see enough of Grimm, Phasma, and Krilgarin to learn this plan. I tried to end your life once. I underestimated you clearly. Now I want to form a peace between us. I could use your skill. Frame Grimm for stealing the missives of Sable. You are not but a tool to him since he first approached you in Star Camp anyways. I suppose you believed it to be mere coincidence that it was Grimm who first recruited you into the Travelers. Grimm is crude and cruel, but with a bestial cleverness. He learned you were fateless, no doubt, long before the two of you met. He planned this rebellion long before Own's stand. He only waited until the perfect weapon to fight me appeared, and that weapon is you. Yes. Yours is a fate I cannot read. I told you as much when first you prayed to me in Star Camp. I thought you were an aberration, but I'm coming to believe that you are instead a harbinger of times to come. Nature might cast us as opposites, as foes, but I believe together we might lead the Travelers to a golden age. So you claim, but I can see the threads of fate do not guide you. Nothing is decided. Think on my offer and take this. It is a key to the wings of the Hierophant's court, my sanctum. It is where I will meet Grim. Grim will be in the East Wing, remember that. Grim is in the East Wing. Do the right thing, or face my wrath. Shade, I tried to have you killed once and I was mistaken. Now I seek an alliance. I can open doors for you, Grim never could. A smart answer, but I cannot see your intentions. I cannot know that you will do as you say. Recall your oath and take this. It is a key to the wings of the Hierophant's court, my sanctum. It is where I will meet Grim. Grim will be in the East Wing. Remember that. Grim is in the East Wing. Should you do this deed, your rewards will be great. Farewell.
You have come. I was concerned, for Arjin has not come to this ruin unprepared. There appears to be many guards loyal to the Hierophant roaming this hall. There is also a strange enchantment not far beyond here, but they are not insurmountable with a quiet pace. She has contacted you? Grim believed he had her fooled, but her skills are greater than we ever thought. But so is her hubris. That key she gave you can be used to reach Arjin as well as Grim. She will be in the western wing of the court. But to reach her, you will need to bypass a strange trap, one that watches the way with eyes unblinking. There's a magic sentry that watches over the path to the court, a statue called the Watcher. If it catches you, it will sound an alarm. But you can blind it. Extinguish the torches in its chamber and its gaze will be lost. The torches lie in its gaze, so the only way to snuff them is with a bag of winds, which the guards carry. Use it before entering the chamber and you'll be fine. Though it is magical in nature, it still relies on sight. If you could blind it, then you could walk in the shadows unseen. There is an item on a nearby guard that would be of use, a bag of winds. Using it, you could snuff the torches and plunge the room in darkness. Long it has been known that there were Arathi artifacts in Sun Camp, but I did not suspect a complex beneath the soil. No one did. You need to steal a bag of winds from one of these guards. It will let you pass the Watcher, the stone sentry of the Hierophant's court. Then it would seem that Grim's plan is working as expected. Somehow I anticipated difficulties. Now there is but one problem. Arjin will meet with Grim in the western wing of her court. You will need a sanctum key to reach her, and I have none. More immediately, there is a stone sentry that guards the path. It must be dealt with. This enchantment is particular and thorough. If you set it off, Arjin will likely know of our arrival. There is a tool on a nearby guard, a bag of winds. Open it in the room containing the Watcher, and the torches will extinguish. Without light, you can lurk in the shadows out of the Watcher's gaze and plant the missives on Arjin. Now you must go.
Good. Grim shall pay the price for his audacity. Now escort me from this madness. Farewell.
And so ends Grim.
But he has proved the need for me to take a scourge to the travelers and purge the disloyal. Once the travelers had heroes, remembered by pseudonyms. I will revive this tradition. I christen you Temperance, the prudent one. Speak with me and I will erase your crimes. And as for this shroud of omission Grim gave you, well, I think it has more use for you like this.
Dove, we better run like hell if we're to get out of here. Arjin's hold over the travelers is broken. The Hierophant is gone. The travelers will never be the same. You are like the travelers of ages past. I name you one among their number. They'll sing songs of you forever as the chariot. No jail will hold you. And since you've used the Shroud of Omission so well, I figured you could make some use of this.